All right, so I watched the latest Bob Lazar documentary, and in that film, they show an image of some vertical lines around this hill, which is the location that Bob has repeatedly said that S4 was built into. Um, and the problem is, I can't really find it. I don't actually see what they're talking about. I think what they did was they cranked the levels, which I'm going to do for you right now. Um, they kind of like really cranked it to try to see like, okay, highlight some things, which is an okay technique, by the way. Like, that's fine. You should do that. But like, I don't know. I can't see anything there. Like, each of these little dots is a piece of sagebrush. The larger pieces are probably Joshua trees. And if you go through, like, this is from 2006. If you go to 2009, you know, I don't see anything. 2010, 2011. I went through all of the Google Earth, time going back in time, and the earliest they have is 2006. So it's 2006 to 2024, and it's like I just have to imagine if you were like, look, I want to believe Bob Lazar, I really do, because it would be amazing, and I don't want to think that he's just making this up, but I don't know where, like, if you tried to build a nine hangar base with 50 people with bus access only, and you kept it operational for 10 years, you're going to leave a mark. Like, if you look at anything else that was built over by Area 51 or anywhere else, you can't really hide it in the desert because it leaves a track, and it's not, the desert doesn't like grow over. Like, each of these Joshua trees has been here for 20 years. Like, if you look at them, this is 2006, here's 2024. It's the same trees, the same rocks, like, practically, like, nothing changes. So where, like, even if you think there are hangars in here, which I feel like is a stretch, um, like, if there are hangars, there would have to have been a driveway for the bus, a road, something that people went in and out, human paths getting to the door, a clearing for from outside the hangars where they would move the ships, like, all of that stuff. There would still be some trace of it, right? And I know it's like, oh, well, the images were doctored, but, like, you've got at least two companies, Airbus and Maxar, for this is like 10 different photos, and like, you would have to imagine that they're doctoring, you know, like, this would be an amazing doctor, like, cross company, um, lots of tiles you would have to Photoshop, like, and you would have to get everything exactly right. This is not like an easy thing to doctor. Like, everything year to year to year to year would have to be in the exact same position. And it is like, you can just scrub through these. There's nothing really that's changed, and it's different color, different lighting, different focus, different, everything. And did they cover that up? Like, that is also a stretch. So I don't know, guys. I want to believe Bob, but, like, there's nothing here. Like, there was never anything here. There's no roads. There's no, like, there's not even a sign that there's a single path or single, like, any single vehicle came in here. Like, imagine you're building this. You're going to have to dig out, like, tons and tons of dirt, like, literal tons, with dump trucks, excavators. Like, that's heavy machinery. It doesn't, you can't just erase that from the desert landscape. It's not possible. And if you look at anything else in around Groom Lake, all the Area 51 installations, they're all flattened out. Like, even the stuff that's really old and overgrown, you can tell that there was something there, something heavy moved around, dug up some earth. There was a human activity. This is just wilderness. Like, no one comes here. There's tire tracks on Papoose Lake, um, but they never come on. Like, none of it goes anywhere near this hill or anywhere around it. I checked everything around it. Like, maybe Bob got it wrong or something. Like, it's been a long time. Maybe it was a different hill. No, there's nothing. And I encourage you, if you're, I mean, skeptical, you should go look at this. It's on Google Earth. You can pull it up in the web browser. It's all there. If you can find something, send it to me, because I don't see anything.